What's up guys, Andre here, and I wanted to show off today how you can play around with Bowser and Bowser Jr. to customize the boss fights, because as with everything in this game, there's a lot of ways you can play around with those two characters in order to make them function quite a bit differently. So of course you have, right here the classic Bowser battle from the original Super Mario Brothers. He'll jump around, spit fire, and you can't jump on him directly of course, but you can take him out using the axe there. But what's cool is, unlike many of the characters which behave pretty similarly between games, Bowser himself actually changes a fair amount. So let's go and switch it up to Super Mario Bros. 3 here, and let's go ahead and actually move him over here. Now before, whereas Bowser just hopped around a little bit, he actually gains a new move in Mario 3's form, which you'll see here. So he still spits fire, still jumps around a bit, just like before, but he's gonna do something, there we go. He does a stomp, which not only freezes Mario in place if he's on the ground at the same time, but also breaks through the bricks, allowing you to recreate the classic battle from Super Mario Bros. 3, which is pretty darn cool. Now we move into Mario World. You can see something a little bit different here. It's actually going to be pretty similar, of course, in style. Now, the thing in Mario World is, of course, he was in the Clown Copter, primarily. Actually, entirely. And we'll get to that in a few moments here. But before that, you can see he's still behaving, much like he did in the other games. But he's going to do something here that's a little bit different. He's going to spit this fire up at an angle, and then check this out. It comes down just like the fire did in Super Mario World during that boss battle, which is another really cool reference. Alright, so that is basically it. You can see, though, he no longer stomps through the ground like he did in Mario 3. That was a Mario 3 exclusive. Alright, let's go ahead and, just like that fire was exclusive to Mario World, now let's move on to the new Super Mario Bros. U theme, and see what he does here. Of course, he can do his usual thing. He's going to jump around and, spit fire. He also has something that's a little bit different here, too. It's actually pretty similar to what you just saw, but it does behave a little bit differently. Here he goes. He spits a whole bunch of fireballs while roaring. Now, unlike in the Mario World theme, they won't drop back to the ground, but... So, yeah, there you have it. That is the Bowser battles. But, of course, you can customize them even further in multiple ways. For one, we can give him wings. And, this allows them to basically... hover in the air while attacking at the same time. And this functions basically the same across all the themes. I'll just show one of the other off real quick for this. Where he will do the, he'll do the short hop. And then also, I think he will do the stomp as well. Here he goes. Bam. Alright, cool. So, now there was another way. There's still a couple ways we can play around with them, of course. For one, we can put him in a clown copter, or the clown car. Let's move him up a little bit, and check this out. I actually didn't know he did this until today. I was mistaken in one of the Q&As. And he throws out the bombs like he does in Mario World, which is really cool. And he does that for every theme, so we can actually try and recreate a classic Mario World battle right here. There he goes, and you can actually attack him with it. So yeah, it's not quite the Mecha Koopas you would throw out before, but it's something. Now, if that's not frightening enough, you can actually add wings onto him in any of the themes, and check this out. He is way faster. He will stay on your tail with those wings. Yeah. And finally, we don't have to throw him in a clown car. Instead, we can put him into Lakitu's Cloud, which there he is. Get rid of Lakitu there. Add Bowser to it. Let's get rid of the wings for right now. And you can see him he'll hover side to side. He'll stay at the same level. And he'll basically just attack with fire now. So actually, it actually does limit his options a lot. But if you add wings to him, he will now move around a little bit more radically. And that can be pretty scary. And he's quite fast too now as well, like with the clown car. And of course, as you probably know, you can give them a mushroom in any form to make them much bigger. And man, that can be terrifying. And of course, a lot of people have been asking if you can have Bowser throw hammers like he could in the original Mario Brothers. And the answer to that is no, he can't by himself. Hold on, let's get him back down to size here. I think I could just shaking him, but whatever. But, he won't throw hammers, he'll just spit fire. But of course, what you can do is you can add a hammer brother to him. and who will throw hammers. So there you go. But there's actually another way of getting to throw hammers. So to show that off, let's switch it up to Bowser Jr. here. Now, at first, you'll see Bowser Jr.'s main attacks, and they're actually consistent across all the games. So he does not change between themes. He will always fire 3 fireballs, summon an angle, he can stomp the ground, and he can also do the shell move, usually if you get too far away, where he'll run back and forth. Yeah, but check this out. If you give him wings, look what he does. He throws hammers. So yes, you can add them onto the back of Bowser in order to create a pretty menacing boss battle. But there's one more cool thing you can do with him, is let's see what happens if you drop him, let's say down a hole. He dies. Not a big surprise. But look what happens if you do that while he has wings. And you may have seen this one in my levels already. You'll fly back up and you'll attack again, stomping the ground immediately. So that actually makes him even more of a foe. You can see him throwing hammers there, kind of adorable. Whereas with Bowser, the wings won't even save that guy. Instead, he just dies. And you can even see it plays a theme from the respective game, in that case being Mario World. Now there's one final thing with Bowser Jr. I want to show off, and that is if we put him in a clown car, we can see what he does. And it's actually very similar to Bowser. He throws something, but this time he throws shells instead of bombs. Alright guys, there you go. That is a look at how you can play with Bowser. Of course, I mean, there's even more you can do. You can stack him on top of things. You can build different levels, custom levels to, you know, have him work within those. There's infinite potential, but I touched on the main points there. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Of course, keep an eye on GameXplain for more on Super Mario Maker and other things gaming as well. Catch you guys later. Bye.